We are the Meltdown here with yet another trailer reaction. This time it is for the third entry in the Tom Hardy Venom franchise. And this is reported to be the final entry in the Tom Hardy Venom franchise, as this one is called Venom: The Last Dance. John, what have you thought of Sony's Venom movies thus far? Because they have been sort of the best of the bunch in the live action spinoffs from the actual Spider-Man arc.
You mean Sony's Spider-Man Universe that does not have Spider-Man in it? Yes. This is the closest we've gotten to Spider-Man, and they've been okay. The first one was all right. It's worth watching again. The second one I did not really like. I feel like Carnage is a villain that you got to do a lot with, and they didn't do near enough with. But you're also limited by keeping it a PG-13 movie. Yeah. But is it better than Morbius? Not saying much, obviously. Is it better than Madam Web? Once again, definitely not saying much, obviously. And they're all, I know, going to be better than Kraven the Hunter as well. So it's not saying much to say these are the best that they've done, but,
that's really where the bar is.
Yeah.
I have not seen Let There Be Carnage. Tyler has not seen Let There Be Carnage. Isn't that what it's called? The second one?
Carnage, yep.
I am wondering if I'll get motivated to watch that movie by watching this trailer. We're going to be watching this for the very first time. John, go ahead and get us ready for that beautiful Venom: The Last Dance
let's not go too far.
Trailer. I'm ready for it. Here we go.
Eddie, my home has found us.
I hate those things.
You should say that every time.
I'm going to.
You should probably know that I have a really dark and unpredictable side to me.
Stop speaking.
I'm giving you a chance, sweetie.
Say when.
When?
It's like the Batman v Superman warehouse scene.
We're Venom!
We are.
Venom!
No.
Oh!
Yeah, we
are. Venom.
We're gonna need to work on that.
Delicious! You take me to all the finest places.
I need a time out.
Man of a Million Voices, Tom Hardy.
Yes.
We always knew it was impossible. That we were alone in the universe. And it's our job to make sure that remains a secret.
Let's go get him.
Oh, shit! We are fugitives.
Tomorrow, we're hanging out with that
on the run, in the shit.
We are living the dream, my friend.
You mean it?
No! Any promises, chance?
Hello!
Tom Hardy could be one.
There has to be a reason they're after us.
Eddie, my home has found us. Jesus Christ!
There's an army coming that cannot be beaten.
As long as Venom lives, everyone, everything.
Is that Dean Ambrose?
We may not make it out of this alive, buddy.
Eddie, the time has come.
Be honest with me. How fast do you think you can get that thing to go without killing it?
Only one way to find out.
Okay, so
Venom horse.
if you are in the mood for really dumb fun, this looks like it fits the bill. John?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the way the first one was. The second, I just for some reason I just cannot get into the second one. The thing is, I think the CGI was okay in the first one. The fight between Tom Hardy and Riz Ahmed, kind of at the end, I thought was okay. Then I feel like the second one's like, well, because we can do more, let's do more, and they didn't necessarily need to do more. And Carnage is a character that I'm not super into the comic books, but I feel like is very violent and could have done a whole lot more that they didn't get into because they're trying to keep it a PG-13 movie, even though he bit a bunch of heads off. The way that looked in the trailer is probably how it would look in the movie, like not blood squirting out and everything.
Fun story. I read a Carnage comic book when I was in a dentist's office as a kid, and it was very scarring before it ended up going in, which is probably why I've had a fear of dentists my whole life. Continue.
These are, I mean, he's bitten a lot of heads off, and so far they've stayed PG-13. I mean, yeah, I'll go see it. I enjoyed the first one, so that's enough to get me into this one, even though I didn't really like the second one.
You went to go see Madam Web in the theaters. I thought you'd be seeing this thing regardless of what the trailer was going to live up to.
But like I'm somewhat looking forward to it. That's about as far as I can get. A lot of Ted Lasso in this one. Keely is in it, playing the main girl, and then the one that played Danny, the Hispanic player on the team, he was in the second one in the post-credit scene. The whole thing is, that's really the only reason to see the second one is the post-credit scene is he gets brought into the MCU via the Doctor Strange spell that happens in No Way Home. And so he comes in, he's at a bar, and then he sees, oh, that's Tom Holland Spider-Man. So that makes everybody think, oh, Tom Holland's going to be a part of this. Tom Holland ain't going to be a part of this. If he comes back at all as Spider-Man, it will just be in Spider-Man 4 in the MCU. That's the biggest sin here. And it seems like, from what I've heard, they're trying to still work Spider-Man into this, but work Spider-Man the same way they worked it in Madam Web. That like,
oh no,
was he there? Yeah, as a baby, but like now we're gonna fast forward 10 years and he's gonna be there here. That's what I've heard. I don't know if they're gonna do it or not, but it ain't gonna be Tom Holland, and that's ultimately what's going to never make these movies truly work. Is it's not Spider-Man's universe. It's Sony trying to cope with the fact that they can't put Spider-Man in a universe.
That is part of the problem, and a lot of the audience is smart enough to know that going in, that it has its limitations in what it is that you're signing up for, and they have to be a little bit more creative on the screen, and whether or not you buy into that creativity or if it just reminds you of the absence of Spider-Man, that is something that you have to make peace with as a viewer. The log line reads, quote, the final film in the trilogy. Actually, that's not the log line. It's being promoted as the final film in the trilogy. The log line reads, quote, Eddie and Venom are on the run, hunted by both of their worlds. And with the net closing in, the duo are forced into a devastating decision that will bring the curtains down on Venom and Eddie's last dance. This is being promoted as the death of Venom. Tyler, are you ready to go ahead and punch your ticket to this film?
Oh yeah, this looks like a lot of fun. I liked the first movie, and I never saw the Carnage movie, but this makes me want to go back and watch the first two movies again, and then watch this one. It reminds me a lot of the Venom comic storyline. I think it was called Lethal Protector, but basically alien invasion comes in, and Venom steps up to protect all the humans from aliens.
I would like to see Venom and Alien now like have a merger, like because
cool.
it kind of looked the alien that came down that was fighting Venom was like
on
the bad
plane,
one.
Yeah,
it kind of looked like he was from Alien. So I could see a spinoff here. There you go. You could actually keep this universe going and combine it with Alien after Romulus, and then you got a whole thing happening.
I got some Alien Covenant vibes from that fight, and I am looking forward to Romulus, but this is where we are here currently on Venom. It is just sort of a known thing that this is going to be a film that has limitations, but going in, is it just going to be a fun ride that you can enjoy without having to worry about sampling everything on the Marvel dish? Will it be able to be a story that delivers? We shall see. I'm not sure what I think of the title. Obviously, there's the documentary The Last Dance, which had a lot of focus on the 90s Bulls and Michael Jordan, and I don't know. I don't know if I like The Last Dance. It seems like the most generic title you could possibly use here for Venom 3.
It's generic. I mean, I don't mind that they didn't just go with Venom 2, Venom 3 with this. They went with Let There Be Carnage, and they went with The Last Dance. I think it's probably best to kill Venom in this. I don't know if that's happening. I mean, that's kind of what
that's what everything is leading to.
So Sony, I don't think is going to do anything with the Sinister Six team up that they were planning. I mean,
that's been out there
crashed
forever.
And burned years ago, and I don't know if they'll do anything.
But even if they did, well, let me say kill Venom. kill Tom Hardy, let's say, because I feel like he's kind of we made the Bond joke at the same time, but like he's too old to play that. I don't know how long he would keep going playing Venom. No. I think it would make sense to kill Tom Hardy, maybe not Venom. The symbiote could just have a little bit out there and still be, surviving. So I don't know what will happen with that. The Sinister Six will never happen because everything else they have done has been pure garbage. So you got to have the other villains in there. You can't just say, well, let's do a whole team up, but Venom's the only one anybody cares about. So I think it would be nice for this to legitimately be an end. And honestly, in the entire universe, and Sony start again with something. I don't know what you do, but move on to something else.
They can't end the entire universe because Kraven the Hunter hasn't come out yet.
No.
Will it ever come out?
That's a good point.
Look, the DCEU was dead before Aquaman came out. We knew what the plans were. Like, The Flash really kind of ended it, even though Aquaman came out after it. Do the same thing here. Find a new route to go and let this be it.
Venom: The Last Dance comes out in theaters October 25th. It is going to be a stacked October. I will probably on October 25th be seeing Joker for the 5th time, but we'll see. Maybe I'll make my way around to Venom: The Last Dance.
It's actually the only movie I want to see in October, so thanks for keeping it PG-13. I assume it's still going to be PG-13, so.
Yes, I would think if you're not going to go R with Carnage, you're not going to go R with The Last Dance.
Not going to see Terrifier, not going to see Smile, not going to see any of those. So, yeah, I'll go see Venom. Look.
The one movie John's planning to see in the month of October, Venom: The Last Dance. Hey, one place you'll be hanging out a lot before the month of October, including right here on this very day, a place you love to frequent. That is our title sponsor, MyBookie.
MyBookie.ag, promo code next round. You see it right there in the bottom corner. Use that when you sign up and get that first deposit bonus on us. Go play in the sports book. We'll be into football season at that point, so we'll have something else to watch on the weekends other than some of these bad movies that are coming out. Also, you can play in the casino and play in the live casino as well. The live dealers there love playing blackjack. Promo code next round, mybookie.ag.
Are you looking forward to waltzing your way into The Last Dance? Let us know. If you are maybe a guy out there that's trying to get your girl to go see this movie and you want to try to promote it in a way, just say, hey, there's this really sweet movie called The Last Dance, and I think that I want to take you to it. And I promise you the title alone will get her in the theater. And at that point, you can pull the trick on her that it's just a Venom movie. But that would be my relationship advice to you. For more advice on all things entertainment, pop culture, movies, television, music, make sure you join us right here on The Meltdown as we stream with a live daily show, 2 o'clock Central, 3 o'clock Eastern.